In Mad Munchkin's video, we had decided to break our silence. As the title tells you, we in the community, more of the seasoned members than myself, recently had to deal with the repercussions of the actions of one of our members, the cult of personality, ToonKriticY2K. Now, let me be very clear about a few things. First of all, I did not ever meet him, know him, or really interact with him on a person-to-person basis. But second, I had watched his videos for I don't know how long, several years, and he was always someone who, in his sense of humor, his jibes about Keyframe, the tall jokes, sorry Key, about Blissy, the short jokes, sorry Bliss, were funny to me. The Edgelord, was one of the great reviewers among so many others in this community. Luna, I thought this would be easier. But last night, speaking of Mad Munchkin, I was scrolling through my personal YouTube feed on my phone and found her video, Breaking the Silence, which, again, I will link to that in the description, detailing the severity and extent of ToonKritic's actions. Now, another thing I want to set straight is that I am not here to bash him. However, what he did was to pull adjectives from her, DeWilstonator, also known as Thespio, Dr. Wolf, and others, was appalling, shocking, disgusting, and quite frankly, unforgivable. This is not how I wanted to come into the community, everyone. I just thought I would put my 2 bits in for what it's worth from an amateur reviewer at the moment. Now, at first, I went through shock. That denial, first stage of the model popularized by Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, the 5 stages of grief. I didn't want to believe that this was happening, that one of the members of our own community had been so engaged and participant in these types of behaviors. I've seen many videos since I first discovered this about 15 to 20 hours ago. These include Breaking the Silence from Mad Munchkin, several statements on ToonKriticY2K by Thespio, Golden Fox, and many others, as well as one that really struck me as a deliverance during troubled times by Dr. Wolf. Brett, Maddie, Will, Doc, everyone. I just want to take this opportunity to say, I know how hard this is for you, and I personally cannot relate to the tragedy of this incident. Shoujo, Show, we heard Joe's pain, and I am so sorry. Blissy, poor Bliss, you sounded like you were going to lose your composure and cry, but you were professional about it, and for that I commend you. It is more than I could have done. It has taken me many hours and a mostly sleepless night to compose in my mind what I'd like to say. But this is primarily unscripted. Now, moving forward is going to be the issue. What do I do now? That question has come up in so many videos, at least that I've seen, Blissies and Docs. I think the most that we can do in a community, amateur reviewers and the more seasoned, is attempt to heal and try our best to ensure that we as a community remain strong throughout such troubled times. For those who have not made statements yet, and I apologize for drawing the spotlight to you, and this is at the time of the video upload, as I know. Keyframe, ANY, Ellie, Aeon, and so many others who are close to him. I respect you for not making a statement as much as I respect those like Blissey, Dr. Wolf, Golden, Shoujo, and others who have made a statement. But perhaps the greatest respect of mine goes to those like Pastel Pros and many, many others who have told their story. You have more courage and guts than I could ever hope to have in my lifetime. Now I'd just like to make a few closing statements before I hopefully never have to speak of this issue again. First and foremost, going back to Mad Munchkin, we do not discuss this issue any further or wish to. Most of ToonKritic's social media, save at the time of this upload his Patreon and his Twitch, are gone. Most likely never to return. It saddens me to see them go, but given the circumstances, it's the best path possible. But we need to leave this in the past. As much as it hurts, as hard as it is, we need to realize that we are a family more than just a community, and we need to move together even in the toughest of times and support each other. To all of those who suffered mentally and physically due to his actions, I am deeply sorry. I can never know the extent of the pain you knew, but I am so sorry that you would have to deal with this. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, nor would I have a hope that you would ever have to endure it. To the one who first came out and brought this all to our attention, thank you. You are a brave woman, and all I will say is that I only hope I could have as much courage as you in my lifetime. Even half would be phenomenal. I know that this was an ordeal for you, but I hope that you and all the others who suffered as a result of his actions and his decisions may find peace. And last, but, well, should I say certainly least, ToonKritic. No. Zach. You are an ultimate disgrace to our community. You have lost my respect. You have lost my sympathy. You have lost my admiration. That's coming to you. This has been Troublemaker, and I'll see you next time.